I can see it in the fans, not just the Mike Greenbergs of the world.
I'm going to have that taken out of the frame, and I'm going to wear it for every game this season, and we'll leave the green one on the wall for, well, I'm going to say until the end of time.
Rodgers looks right, throws right. Stephon Gilmore picks it off. Heartbreak for the Jets.
I'm not ready to process the end of this era yet. We went into this with the highest of hopes and expectations. So, Alan, if you would do the honors.
Curtains on Aaron Rodgers' era.
Thank you.
With the Jets.
There's a lot of great memories.
Pour one out.
No.
So that was yesterday. So we are currently sitting Shiva for the Rodgers jersey. And what we're going to do, so I put up a tweet yesterday asking people to suggest what jersey should go in its place. And God bless you, we got well over 1,000 responses. And so I was combing through them. And there were two themes that I rather like. One of them is, so I've now got a new tweet up, and we're going to let you choose what should go in that hallowed space. Well, option number one is varying legends of NFL history, or excuse me, of all sports history. So Peyton Manning 1 week, and Derek Jeter 1 week, and Magic Johnson 1 week, and Michael Jordan, whatever the case may be. And the other is get up regulars. 1 week it could be Tim Legler, 1 week it could be Tim Hasselbeck, 1 week it could be Damian Woody, Dominique Foxworth. So the voting is open at ESPN Greeny on Twitter X. It'll be open till the start of tomorrow's show. Neek, I was told you were going to hold up one of your Dominique Foxworth jerseys.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. It's bottom of a drawer somewhere, and I mean, I think we should be considered get up legends.
You keep your jerseys at the bottom of a drawer.
He's got it.
Hey, Greeny, I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't got no games coming up soon. I have no need for a jersey. If I was playing on Sunday, I wouldn't know where my jersey was. I'm not. It's in the bottom of a drawer somewhere. If you gave me an hour or two, I might be able to find it.
I think it would be great. 1 week we have Neek up there. 1 week Legler, your jersey.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. It was at one point 23 Wizards, which is what I wore, was the hottest selling jersey in the league. It's because Jordan came in the next year and wore that exact number after I left.
No coincidence.
We can.
He asked for permission. I mean, they just
Did he buy you something?
Yeah, no, they didn't. I was actually offended when I saw him practicing in my practice gear. I sent some strongly worded text messages that day.
I'm sure that hurt him terribly. Okay, so those are the options. You cast the vote. Again, at ESPN Greeny on Twitter X, you decide, should it be rotating legends or should it be rotating get-up regulars? The voting will stay open all day.
I feel like it's a lot closer.
Get-up
like,
legends.
Jeff Saturday is voting a lot, I think. Like, I feel like this is way closer than I would
I
expect.
also want to say something here. You got legends, and then we're just regulars.
You're regulars
Get up superstars.
No. Okay, fair enough. Perhaps I worded that, but you are regulars on the show.
Okay, there you go. That's better.
You are regularly
Get up
on
ordinaries. Like, what is that?
Well, that's fair enough. That probably was a mistake on my part.
It's an impenetrable survey.
We have to penetrate that survey.
One way or another, you get the point. Cast your vote on Twitter X at ESPN Greeny. We'll choose the winner tomorrow. Meanwhile, time for the Fowler Files. Let's go. Jeremy, let's run through a bunch of questions here. Give me a destination. Aaron Rodgers, what jersey is he going to be wearing next year?
Let's go Rams. It's the perfect fit if the Rams move on from Matthew Stafford, which would still be a huge upset at this point. But Aaron Rodgers lives in the Malibu area. He has some relationships with people with the Rams. He would fit seamlessly in Sean McVay's offense. He would be a major discount for Matthew Stafford, which allows the Rams to allocate resources elsewhere to try to win a Super Bowl. Devontae Adams, you see him there. He could come with him. I'm told Adams wants to play on the West Coast in California, where he's from. He could replace Cooper Kupp. On paper, there are a lot of dots to connect here, but Stafford still has to go somewhere, and he wants to stay in L.A.
All right, let's go to another quarterback. Justin Fields. Give me a good destination for him.
JETS. We can get that old Zach Wilson jersey number 2. We can put Fields on there and hang it up on the wall here right next to Tim Legler's jersey. So my sense is, after asking around, is that the Jets will have some level of interest in Justin Fields' market, that they'll look into it. They're going to be in that veteran market, looking for potential solutions to start this year as a bridge quarterback. Fields considered the number 2 free agent quarterback behind Sam Darnold, most likely. He's going to have some interest from the Pittsburgh Steelers, depending on how the dominoes fall. He could return there. There's some interest there, but the Jets could be involved, and you could have a market here with a couple teams.
Okay, and then tell me why I should be thinking about Myles Garrett on the Eagles.
So way early, I'm connecting some dots here, admittedly, but this is a conversation that some people in the league have had, that the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive teams on the trade market, will be looking for a pass rusher. Josh Sweat, the Super Bowl likely or close MVP, could be out. The expectation is that he will sign elsewhere, so they're going to have a need there. Myles Garrett, They would not want to see him go to the Washington Commanders, for example. If that was to gain traction, Howie Roseman would likely step in, try to make a deal that is too hard for the Cleveland Browns to refuse. Keep it in mind here, the Browns are a hard no. They're still telling teams they have no interest in trading Myles Garrett. If he were to become available, several teams will be in that. Maybe the Eagles will be one.
Holy smoke. Dominique Foxworth, let's just live in a moment where Myles Garrett winds up on the Eagles. Let's do some math. Eagles plus Myles Garrett equals what?
I mean, cancel the season. It's over. He's that good of a player, and they're that good of a team. If I were anybody else in the league, I would pay Myles Garrett to sit out. Like, I'd hire Myles Garrett to be on my staff as a coach and pay him $50 million a year to be a coach on my staff just so that I wouldn't have to play against him or to keep him away from the Eagles, because that would be, I mean, we saw the way their defensive line was dominating throughout the playoffs. You put quite possibly the best defensive lineman in the league on that team, it gets real scary real quick.
That would be like for the block, right? I mean, keeping other teams from getting him, because we hear Washington, we hear Detroit.
Yeah, and so if you're an NFC team that is hearing that, you have to think, well, like, not only does it not prevent those guys from getting better, like, it clearly makes your team better. I think it makes a ton of sense from the Philly perspective of, look, Washington feels like they're close. Like, they've got a superstar quarterback. They've invested in their defensive line already. They've got, good young players around their quarterback on offense. Like, there are a lot of reasons you could say Washington, it would be a massive upgrade there, and that would be a challenge in your division.
We call Legler Commander Tim because he's the biggest fan we know. I know Myles Garrett is #1 on your wish list.
Yeah, I just want to say, can we get more Bart Scott analysis, more Tim Hasselbeck, and less Jeremy Fowler? I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. That's an evil man. This is an evil man. I felt great leaving here yesterday, and he comes in with this? Come on, no. All chips pushed to the center.
But you have Jayden Daniels.
He's got the Washington Burgundy going for you there, the old school.
We'll spewing his lies.
That would really be something. Myles Garrett, look, is the likely, I got 10 seconds, is the likeliest scenario that he stays in Cleveland still?
Right now, yes. I'm told that not that many teams have even called because the Browns have made clear that it makes 0 sense for them to trade Myles Garrett.
All right,
so until
Tim,
something changes, we'll see.
I'll get you their number. You can make the first call. As we
lặp đi lặp lại cho đến hết. Cứ từng mũi một nha mọi người, mình tiếp tục mình móc. Rồi móc mũi nữa này. Tiếp tục mũi tiếp theo. Mũi nữa này. Mọi người cứ làm luân phiên như này là được. Mình tiếp tục mình móc nhé. Tiếp tục nhé. Tiếp tục móc những mũi nữa nhé.